Hello and welcome to the FOMO Creator Show. My name is Mei King Sang, first name Mei King, and welcome. FOMO means the fear of missing out, and in business, it's a good thing. So if you want to know how to sell out your next event, your book, your product, your service, you have come to the right place. Now, for those of you who have watched my FOMO Creator Show before, you may notice that I'm in a different place. I'm actually in a hotel, and so I've got I've got towels that are propping up my mic. I've got books and all sorts, anything I can grab my hands on in order to give me more light in this darkened room. I've even got the TV on that's blaring just to give me a bit more light. But hey, this isn't about me. This is all about you guys, and we are going to be looking at how to generate buzz and excitement and FOMO before a conference using SBS Event 2024 as a case study. You might be asking, you might or might not be, I don't know, what is SBS 2024? Well, I'm going to tell you. Now, SBS means Small Business Sunday, and it is the fabulous Theopathetis from Dragon's Den fame. Now, I don't know what the equivalent American show is. If anyone can tell me, it'll be great. Pop it in the comments and I'll have a look later. But the fabulous Theopathetis, he wanted to support small businesses by having this incredible event. And so you can enter a competition, and if you are a winner, then you can actually come along to the conference. And the event is actually on tomorrow. And so you can see in the picture at the bottom there, you've got the fabulous Theopathetis with his arms out there. In the middle, I became a winner, an SBS winner. I'll tell you a bit more about that in a moment. So that's my little badge of honor there. And I presume that there are exhibitors at the conference as well. So there's a little picture on the right that was on their website. Isn't that all very exciting? We've got a comment from the fabulous Paul Horn, who says Shark Tank, I think. Yes, I think you're right. So Dragon's Den in the UK, but Shark Tank in the States. Thank you for that, Paul. You are a superstar. More about Paul in a moment. Now, I just want to say hello to those of you who are tuning in live. I know some of you are tuning in on Instagram, and I can't see all of your comments just yet. So I apologize if I don't respond to you immediately. But for those of you who are watching from LinkedIn, you can add a comment and I'll be able to pop it up on the screen, just like I did with Paul just there. So it's so lovely to see you all here. I'm going to be talking about why I actually applied to the SBS competition. So let's just pop that onto the screen. First of all, why did I apply? Well, ladies and gentlemen and non-binaries, I got FOMO. It was Rachel Spencer who won. She took a whole entourage of pet business owners. That's who she services. And she took them to SBS last year. And I saw all the photos. And I tell you, I got utter FOMO. This FOMO creator got FOMO. Can you believe it? Everyone seemed to have a really good time. So I wanted to find out more. And that's what I did. I found out more about what SBS was all about from some of my friends. And I thought, well, maybe I should enter the competition. And because I had a lot of friends who are SBS winners, Small Business Sunday winners, I said, any advice on how to win? And I had a lot of responses, including Paul, actually, from Cool Goldfish Designs. And he said, well, listen, do a video like it says, or put up a post about who you are and what you do. But some people had to enter 7, 8, 9 times. So, so keep trying. Don't worry if you don't win the first time. And I'm really glad he said that, because, if I didn't win, then I probably would have been a little bit upset. But having taken his advice and lots of other people's advice as well, I actually won first time. How cool is that? And I got fireworks on the right hand side, you can see there, which is incredible. So when you become an SBS winner, there are lots of little perks that you get, which I'm going to go into in a moment. But I know there's a few people that are watching live, and I just wanted to say hello to them. We've got the fabulous Guy Eastwood from Surefire. Is that the name of your business? Can you just add another comment just so that I can pop it in there, Guy? He does incredible signage for you and does lanyards and all sorts of things. He's going to be at SBS tomorrow, so do go and check him out. But Guy, if you can put your company name in there so that I can show the world who you are and what you do, that'd be great. And yes, as I say, it's lovely to see so many of you on Instagram as well. I'm going live Instagram for the first time, and it's and I'm sorry I can't pop your comments up onto the screen just yet. So Guy says it is a Surefire laser design. Laser. Sorry, I just had to do that. So yeah, do go and check him out. So back to the slides. There we go. You can contact him on surefire.com and go and have a look at his stuff. His stuff's pretty cool. So why become an SBS winner? Well, I want to show you the fabulous Ian Stevens from let's see, from Lawn Master Knots. And when you win the competition, yes, you get bragging rights, but more importantly, SBS actually give you a press release, a sample press release, which you can use to put up to your local, your local newspaper, or maybe use it to go onto your local radio. So that gives you a bit more publicity, which is incredible. You get a lovely plaque. You get to meet Theopathetis very quickly with a photograph. I'm looking forward to that. And also, you get a free photograph as well from a photographer. So if you want any professional shots done, you can get one for free tomorrow. How cool is that? That's pretty awesome, isn't it? Again, when you put it out there that you're an SBS winner, it suddenly establishes you as an authority, just like Ian. And you can see that people. So he had this photograph taken with Theopathetis, and he's not afraid to use it, which you should do if you've got some good press. Definitely put it out there and let people know that you're someone worth talking to. Now, I love Ian because he doesn't mind having a bit of a joke with himself. And can you see that you can find him on Instagram, you can find him on Twitter as Lawn Master Knots, but he also has his own hashtag, which is We Do Grass. Isn't that amazing? We do grass, because he actually cuts lawns. Not that kind of grass. I think it's hilarious. Now, Paul actually says that it's so good to be part of such a supportive SBS community as well. And it's my first time going tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to be part of that supportive community. I think it's great. So thank you so much for your fabulous comment there, Paul. Now, we are here to talk about how you can generate that bit of excitement, that buzz, that excitement before an event. And some of you are already doing it. Some of you have already been posting on Instagram, posting on Twitter, and you've been having great conversations with people. And this is what I call pre-FOMO, because we're not even at the event yet, and loads of people are talking about it. Now, we're going to talk about why that is important. Okay, so to how to generate FOMO before an event, such as SBS Event 2024, which I call pre-FOMO. Now, if you were to spell the first letter of each of these 5 points, you can see that it spells the word brand, because when it comes to your business, absolutely everything begins, starts, ends with your brand. And it is a great opportunity for you to build your community. So if you've got some followers on Twitter and Instagram and you'd like a few more, I'm sure we all do, get into the conversation. Search on the hashtag SBS Event 2024. Start talking to people. It's a great way to build relationships with people. Again, it's an opportunity for you to establish your authority. And Great. It's also lots of possibilities for you to start networking online before you get to the conference. And so when you meet them tomorrow, it'll be like you're already long lost friends. And also, people can slide into your DMs, your direct messages, and you've got the possibilities there as well. Now, on the right hand side there, you can see a picture of Instagram. I searched for SBS 2024. And I did that because I'm a bit of a nosy bugger. And you can be a bit of a nosy bugger too. If you search on the hashtag, you'll see who else is talking about it. And you can start building relationships with people. Maybe there's somebody that you think you can collaborate with. Maybe you think that there is somebody who could be a potential customer for you. Maybe there's someone who you really admire and you want to start having a conversation with them. But if you don't get involved in the hashtag in the first place, no one will know who you are. So this is why it's really important, in the lead up of an event, if the conference and the event do really well, they will already have a hashtag that you can get involved with. They will promote their hashtag and say, get involved in the hashtag. And it's a great way of just having conversations with people. And as Paul said earlier, it is about, being part of a supportive community as well. And he's just added another comment there. It's the FOMO factor. Absolutely. Now, speaking of Paul Horn, actually, Paul, can you just put in your the name of your company as well? Because I know I'm going to get it wrong. I think it's Cool Goldfish Designs, but please pop it up and then I can see that. And yes, he's very kindly popped up the hashtag there, SBS Event 2024. So if you want to get involved on Instagram, on Twitter, then definitely use that hashtag, search on it, and see who's talking and see if you can get into conversations with people. Now, Paul is amazing because he tweets and he Instagrams quite a lot. Now, what I did was I created a Twitter list. So I added all the attendees who I could see were going. So I searched on the hashtag and I added them into the list because I want to know who's going. I want to know if there's anybody I can have a conversation with. And Paul is amazing at doing this. He's a design agency, so he designs paraphernalia, logos, videos, and all sorts of things. And you can find him at Cool Goldfish Designs, and he's on LinkedIn as Paul Horn. But you can see there that he took advantage of the fact that he went last year and took a picture and put it on Instagram, put it on Twitter as well. Now, when I talked about brand earlier, Paul is amazing at brand because he's a really tall chap and his business is called Cool Goldfish Designs. And he wears an incredible suit that has, wait for it, goldfish on his trousers and his jacket. How amazing is that? Now, that is what I call branding. It is amazing. So definitely go and check him out. I think it's incredible. And he's definitely memorable. And, when it comes to networking, there'll be lots of people out there. Wouldn't you want to be memorable like Paul? Yeah, absolutely. Now, we don't have to all wear a blazer with a goldfish design on it. No, absolutely not. But I have seen lots of pictures of people showcasing their hoodies that they're going to be wearing on the day as well, just so that they can get a little bit of buzz and excitement about their business on the socials before they get to the event, which is pretty cool. Now, how to generate that pre-buzz and excitement before a conference then. Why should you do it? Well, basically it gives you free publicity. If someone likes your tweet, if someone responds to your Instagram, then we all know that the algorithms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, if you get likes and shares and comments on your post, then the platform will think, oh, this post is really quite interesting. I'm going to show it to more people. So it gives you free publicity if you start tweeting or Instagramming or Facebooking. It's an opportunity for you to potentially promote your business and potentially sell, but sell, don't spam. So I say this because the fabulous Ryzen Designs, which is the screenshot on the right-hand side, they put up a lovely little video of showcasing their products, but they did it in context. They were invited to talk about their business, and so that's what they did. Okay. Now, if a company just says you can find me on this website with every tweet, then that's going to be rubbish. People aren't going to like that, are they? And so by getting involved in the conversation, SBS Event 2024, it's an opportunity for you to sell, opportunity for you to meet new people online. And then on the day itself, SBS tomorrow, magic happens. I mean, I am sure that you have gone to a networking event, gone to a conference, and then, before you've gone to the conference, you've been talking to people online, on Facebook, on Twitter, network, LinkedIn, whatever the platform is. And then when you've gone to the conference, you see them in real life. It's like reuniting with a long lost friend, isn't it? And it just makes it a bit more magical. I'm sure that you've all had those magical moments. Now we're not all huggers. Just wanted to put that out there. I know that there's some people who are not huggers. Some people don't like that. I'm a hugger, but I know some people are a bit intimidated by that, and that's okay. So we need to respect people's space. Just wanted to put that out there. But it's still magical meeting people in real life after you've spoken to them on WhatsApp, on Messenger, on all the platforms or what have you. Now, Paul is fabulous because he says that he has a tie and his socks to match as well with cool goldfish designs. Isn't that amazing? That is absolutely incredible. Now, let's have a look at the next slides. Now, in this segment of the show, I talk about the ABCs of FOMO. Now, A means authoritative. Authority. You want to show how your authority, and you want to show up authentically. Now, I am good. Am I good? No, I'm amazing at creating FOMO. I am the best at creating FOMO. There you are. I'm just going to say it. I'm the original FOMO creator, and I'm brilliant. Muhammad Ali once said, "It isn't bragging if you can back it up." And I am backing it up because I love conferences, because I love tweeting about the speakers, about the sponsors. I love interacting with people. And my personal best is 1,376 tweets. It reached 31 million people. I did another conference which trended #1 on the same day as International Women's Day. And as a result, as a combined FOMO strategy and social media strategy for one of my clients, it enabled them to sell 75 tickets in an hour, 425 tickets in a week for their conference next year. How amazing is that? And I was a little part of that. Anyway, back to showcasing your authority. You can absolutely do that when the time is right. If you are asked about what you do, then naturally you showcase what you do. You show your products, you show your service, you give a few advice, give a little bit, a few hints and tips about what you do just to help that person. And so that's what I did. I created a Twitter list because no one had created one, and I thought it'd be quite nice to for anyone who's going to SBS event 2024 tomorrow, then maybe they can have a look at my Twitter list and have a look through to see who is there. So that's exactly what I did. And that's the Twitter list there. So if any of you who are on Twitter and you want to be added to the list, please send me a tweet, or if you want to send me a DM, I don't mind. So I started doing this, tagged a few people, and I said, anyone else who needs to be on this list? And so I added a few more people as well. So that's how I can showcase that I'm an authority in my field. How can you show up and showcase that you are an authority in your field? So that's the A of ABCs of FOMO. What's B? Before B. So to get involved in the conversation, why not search for SBS Event 2024 and be brave and say hello. No one's going to bite you online. And it's an opportunity for you to network, to start building relationships with people, start talking to people, and keep searching, keep engaging with people. Obviously, we're very busy people in our respective businesses. You could potentially spend all day doing that, but of course we've got our businesses to run. So just whenever you can, search on the hashtag and get involved into the conversation. There's no obligation, of course, but if you don't, you could potentially be missing out. Okay, let's go on to the B of the ABCs of FOMO, which is best represented by this graphic. BTS. No, I don't mean this global K-pop sensation. I mean behind the scenes. And this is what I did today. I took a photograph of me in the hotel, and you can just about see, I think, the books and some of the towels that I had to use to prop up my computer, my mics, my spotlights, etc. And I put it out there. I put it onto Twitter. I used the same photograph, put it onto Instagram stories as well. Now, why is this a good post? Well, it is a fabulous post because it's showcasing that you are an authority in your field. If you showcase behind the scenes of what it is you do, some of the pet businesses that I'm going to be mentioning later, they got some incredible products. And so they're showcasing how they're getting them made, or showcasing them, taking them to the post office and that kind of thing. There's loads of behind the scenes stuff that you can show to prove that you are an authority in your field. Now, I just had a quick nosy at my Instagram comments, and I'm afraid I can't add them to the screen at all. But there were a few comments. So we've got Still Sunbound, who said, "Making my day hearing your laugh. It's been a while." Yes, it has, Howard, hasn't it? Still Sunbound. He's an incredible photographer. Go check him out on Instagram. There's a few people who've joined. I just wanted to say a quick hello to them. So I think we've got Kirsty's Paws, Rose Horowitz 31. Hi Rose, lovely to see you. Me, my pen and I have joined. Hi Lee from Well Shot Photography. Pocket Video School. Hi Mark, amazing videographer, by the way. He does a lot of my videos. That's Pocket Video School. Jessica 76. Hi Jessica, lovely to see you. Fabulous content marketer. She's incredible. Go and follow her. The Karen Arthur, she's incredible. She has a fabulous podcast as well. Do go and follow her, the Karen Arthur. She's incredible. And then Boss It Live. Hello, Boss It Live. She says, "Are you on LinkedIn?" Yes, I am. My name is Making Sang, which is MAYKING TSANG. Okay, that's all the comments on Instagram. Let's go back to the slides. Going back to the behind the scenes stuff, then don't be afraid to show behind the scenes, and let people know that you know what you're talking about. You are an expert in your field. Don't be afraid to show it. People are really nosy. You want to know what's going on. And C is my favorite phrase: create content for the lurkers. Now, put your hands up or put in a comment in your messages. Who's a lurker? Come on, we should all have our hands up. If we all lurk, we all have a look on LinkedIn, we all have a bit of a nosy on Facebook and Instagram, don't we? Yes, we do. And the thing is, if you're lurking, then your potential customers are lurking as well. And if you don't create content for your lurkers, they're never going to know who you are. They're never going to buy your products if you don't put stuff out there in the first place. And as Paul says, he loves his lurkers. It's great. Lurkers are amazing because they may not like your post, they may not share your tweet, they may not even DM you, but they are there. And when the time is right for them, they will slide into your DMs. And that's happened to me on so many occasions, where someone has requested, to get some advice from me about all things FOMO, and I didn't even know who they were, and they've been lurking on my stuff for a while. So if you create content for your lurkers, keep posting up your incredible products, your services, keep showing a little bit of behind the scenes, showcase that you are an authority in your field. The lurkers will come and slide into your DMs when the time is right for them. Let's have a look what else we've got here. So this is me creating content for the lurkers. Yesterday, I actually came to Birmingham because I made a mistake, #making mistakes, because I actually thought SBS was today. So I booked my hotel for Wednesday and Thursday. And when I realized my mistake, I thought, oh, well, I'm going to laugh at myself anyway. Luckily, I managed to get a lunch with a girlfriend of mine, and I managed to have a fabulous dinner with a business friend of mine as well, which is amazing. So, all not lost. And I got an extra night stay in a fabulous hotel, which is great. And but what was the most incredible thing is that when I posted about my mistake, making mistakes, I actually got a DM, and it was actually from a person who I've been talking to quite a while about FOMO. So when you create content for the lurkers, you never know who's watching, and it could reignite a conversation or a relationship that you may have had, which may have gone cold, and it could be reignited, which is what happened with this particular lady. Now, I did make a sale from it, but which is not important. It just means that we were able to have a conversation and keep that conversation going, which is amazing. But if I didn't put out the fact that that I can laugh at myself and made a mistake by booking my hotel early, she wouldn't have seen that. Okay, so that's why it's important to create content for your lurkers. And we've got a lovely comment here from Paul. He says, the amount of people I meet at events where people come up to me and say they love my content and I've no idea who they are. And, it's amazing, isn't it, Paul? It's a great feeling, but it enables you to start a conversation with someone, and you never know where the conversation is going to come from. You never know where it's going to come from. Juan, apologize if I've said your name incorrectly. Juan from Twitter, he says, hi, making sang, which is lovely. So, Boss It Live, if you're still watching, that's how you pronounce my name. That's how you'll find me on LinkedIn, making sang. That's TSANG. Okay, lovely to see you, Juan. Thank you for tuning in. Now, let's get back onto the slides. And we're creating content for the lurkers still. Now, the fabulous Rachel, who is amazing, she very kindly added me to a WhatsApp group that she's put together with her pet business community, and very kindly introduced me to the group as well, which is amazing. And you can see there was a couple of people who said hello. So there was a lady who's never met me before, and so she said, "Oh, how exciting! Hello, May." And as I say, she's never met me before, so she doesn't know that my first name is May King, and I'll let that go for the first time. But as I say, my first name is May King. But it's great to get to know new people, right? And so getting into the conversation of this WhatsApp group has been amazing. I've really enjoyed it, and people have been so kind and gracious. I did teach a program how to create FOMO for your pet business within Rachel's community. I think it was about 3 years ago, I think. And so some people may have seen that course, and some people might not have done. But it's a great way to get to know different people. And you can also do it not just within a WhatsApp group, but you can do it publicly as well, which is what the next screenshot is about. The SBS crew in the top right-hand corner, they tweeted, where are you traveling from? Let us know in the comments below. And so that's what people did. And the fabulous Jilly here, she showed a few pictures of her previous her previous visit to SBS, including her picture of Theopathetus as well, and a fabulous jacket with her name. It's amazing. Now, I've never met her before, but I'm looking forward to meeting her and having a conversation with her. So again, she's creating content for the lurkers. Now, I actually liked her post and I shared her post as well, but there will be other people who might not like and might not share. No judgment. But as I say, it's really important to create content for those lurkers, because you never know who is watching. Now, this next segment is probably best described by this fabulous video created by the fabulous Pocket Video School. Back to the FOMO. One of my favorite films. Absolutely love that video as well. We just pop up to the screen there. Back to the FOMO. Does pre-FOMO work? Yes, it absolutely does. And I'm going to tell you how. First of all, it can get you fabulous conversations. Now, I was part of the WhatsApp group, as I mentioned, that Rachel put together, and one of the people in there has already wanted to start to have a conversation with me. She sent me a private message and said, "Can we get on a conversation?" Which is amazing. That wouldn't have happened if I didn't get involved in the WhatsApp group. On the far left hand side there's a whole a series of little tweets, people having conversations with people, and you never know where the conversations will lead. And on the right hand side there is a little snippet from the WhatsApp group as well. We've got the fabulous Kerry from Frankie's Boutique. I'll tell you more about her in a moment. Now, she said, "You have FOMO and lurkers embedded in my head," which is amazing. So, Frankie may have remembered the course that I delivered, and she remembered that I talked about creating content for the lurkers and how to generate FOMO. So, it's really nice that people echo those phrases back to me, because it shows that they've learned, which is great. We've got a fabulous message from Guy Eastwood from Surefire. He said, "Julie's ace. Looking forward to catching up with her again tomorrow." So again, this SBS community is amazing. People remember each other. They're hugging each other. They're getting to know each other, and they're just hanging out and catching up. It's fabulous. I can't wait to go. I'm so excited about going tomorrow. As the Pointer Sisters once sang, I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. Now, we've got the next segment of the show. Now, because the pet business community, the WhatsApp group, they very, very kindly let me into their community, and I was, talking to them and so on. I thought I'd give them a bit of a promo shout out, which the next segment of the show, and I want you to bear with me because because Rachel Spencer, who created this community of pet businesses, she taught them well. She said, if you get an opportunity to get a bit of PR for your business, to promo your business, take it. Absolutely take it. And so suddenly I was inundated with all these pet businesses who were giving me their details, which is amazing. So I spent all day and last night. I'm saying that to give you to get your sympathy. No, it wasn't all day and all night, but a few hours anyway, putting together some of the businesses. Now, please do wait until the end of the show, because for all of you lovely, wonderful people here who are live, and I just want to say a quick hello to Best Behavior Dog Training as well for joining in live, and also Video for Bosses. Thank you for joining us on Instagram. As a thank you to all those pet businesses, I'm going to give them a bit of a promo. There are a few, but right at the end, I've got a special surprise for you. So I would love you to join me right until the end, if that's okay with you guys. Now, Paul, just before we do that, Paul's got a wonderful comment. He said, "It's going to be an amazing event filled with value, goodies, conversation, and laughter." Amazing! I can't wait for the goodies, and I definitely can't wait for the laughter as well. Amazing. So let's start with the fabulous businesses. So I just want to give a big shout out to Kim O'Donnell. She hand makes cute and stylish accessories for dogs and their owners, and bespoke accessories. You can find her on leocharlieandme.co.uk, and also on Instagram with the same name. Now, she actually appeared in one of my podcast episodes, and she's got some incredible stories that Rachel mentioned her. I think it was episode 5 and possibly episode 30 as well. But anyway, she is an incredible she has an incredible business. Go and follow her on Instagram. You'll be really inspired. She is just fantastic. Up next, we've got the Canine VA, best found on Facebook. She's Fiona. She helps businesses in the canine industry to introduce systems, processes, and online courses to reduce your admin and remove the tech stress, so you can focus on the parts of the job you love. Now, who wouldn't want a canine VA, hey? We've got Kirsty's Paws next, and she gives you kind, friendly, and effective dog training. And I have online courses for puppies, teams, and tricks. Not me, not I mean Kirsty. You can find her on kirstysports.co.uk and also on Facebook as well. Next up, we've got Angela, and she provides natural, non-invasive pain management support for dogs with mobility issues, or by using evidence-backed rehabilitation exercises, massage, and electrotherapies. You can find her on borntorun.org.uk and also Angela Born to Run on Facebook. Don't you want to start singing that Bruce Springsteen song, Born to Run? I know I do. Maybe that was her intention. I don't know. Next up, we've got the fabulous Rachel Spencer. She is so amazing. You've got to follow her. Rachel, she helps pet business owners feel more comfortable and confident with being visible. You can find her on rachelspencer.co.uk. She is actually on the socials, all the socials on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook as Rachel Spencer UK. And she also has appeared on my show, the FOMO Creator Show, twice. She's a really, really good friend of mine. So do go and check out episode 5, how to create FOMO for your pet business, and episode 30, which is how to create FOMO for your bricks and mortar. Now, Rachel is amazing. She's so amazing because she's launched another business because she's not busy enough. She's got a bricks and mortar, and so that's why we got talking about it. But she's included lots of incredible pet businesses within that episode, and so we do a name check with some of them. But she gives us lots of ideas on how to create FOMO for your bricks and mortar. So if if that sounds like your cup of tea, go and check out episode 30. And if you have a pet business, or even if you don't have a pet business, episode 5 was really great as well. Rachel gives some great advice there. So definitely go and check those episodes out. Not right now, though, because you're tuning in here live with me. I've still got a lot to say. All right, next up, we've got Sue Allen, and she runs a truly welcoming, award-winning holiday cottages in Norfolk. The first UK small agency to offer the standard accommodation, flexibility, and a genuine dog welcome on East Trustoncottages.co.uk. You can find her on Facebook. Pippin Pets on Facebook and Instagram. She's called Jo, a certified separation anxiety specialist and author, helping owners of dogs who are distressed, being left home alone, using kind and ethical methods to enable them to get to their life back to normal. And you can find her on pippinpetsdogtraining.co.uk. Next up, we've got Eve, and she specializes in training blind or partially sighted dogs. She's an award-winning trainer as well, working globally to help people give their companions the best life no matter what cards they've been dealt with. Oh, isn't that lovely? So you can find her on Instagram or theunderdogstraining.com. We have got Jennifer next, and she is a pet portrait and wildlife artist based in Berkshire, specializing in realistic hand-drawn style. Isn't that amazing? JenniferStowns.com, and you can find her on Facebook and Instagram. We've got Kerry next. She helps pet brands engage with their ideal clients with creative commercial photography, fairandfables.com, and she's also on Instagram. Now, I want to give a massive shout out to Kerry because she is so amazing. Her photography is incredible. You definitely need to go and check her out. Last time when I interviewed Rachel, she happened to be tuning in on LinkedIn, and when we were talking about several businesses, she was tagging them and said, "Oh, you've been mentioned. Oh, you've been mentioned," and it was ever so lovely. So I just wanted to give a special shout out to Kerry from Fair and Fables. Now I know that she attended my course on how to create FOMO for your pet business, and that I delivered as part of within Rachel's community, and she took action on some of my advice, and it worked really, really well for her, which is amazing. But go and check out her photography. So good. So good. Next up, we've got Nick Cameron, and she also takes photographs with pet professionals, helping with their visibility online and helping them to make their website stand out. Theartofdog.co.uk, and she's also on Instagram too. Pup Talk on Instagram. Nikki French, dog trainer, author, and podcaster, specializing in helping people with dogs that struggle on traditional walks with my Amazon #1 bestseller, Stop Walking Your Dog and Don't Walk Your Dog Day on 2nd of April, puptalk.co.uk. Now that's very controversial, isn't it? Don't walk your dog. You kind of think, oh my God, what's she talking about? And you want in, don't you? That is FOMO right there. That is amazing. Just thought I'd give her a bit of a accolade there because I think that was so cool. We've got Sarah Jones next, and she is And that's her dog, anxious dog Bella. Oh, and she provides an extensive range of yellow space awareness products for her anxious and fearful dogs. She created Dogs in Yellow Day on 20th of March to raise awareness so that everybody knows what a dog in yellow means. And that's myanxiousdog.co.uk. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Next, we've got Big Dog Bed Company on Facebook. That's Drew Ross, founder and director, and she makes high-end and specialist dog beds for dog owners, not bed owners. Shall I try that again? Big Dog Bed Company. You can find her on Facebook. Drew Ross, founder and director of Big Dog Bed Company, who makes high-end and specialist dog beds for dog owners and kennel beds for operating theatre equipment for the veterinary sector, specialises in equipment suitable for arthritic dogs and also those with compromised mobility. Next up, we've got Poochie Care. Isn't that cute? Poochie Care. On Instagram is Poochie Care 8. She is Alison Lane. My award-winning business is Poochie Care. I offer one-to-one home boarding and solo walking. Lovely. Next up, we've got Dog Warriors, and they are a community of dog lovers working together to change dogs' lives forever, raising money for charity, for dog rescue centres through their charity lottery, hashtag Doggy Lottery, and try to lower the number of abandoned dogs by sharing educational content. Since July 2020, we have raised over 1,000K for more than 100 charities. Oh my God, aren't you amazing? I can't wait to meet you tomorrow, lovely lady. Next up, we've got Sophie Calder, and she runs Calder Pet Services, specialising in working with children to help them overcome their fear of dogs. I also support families for so that kids and dogs can live in harmony together, and she's also on Facebook as well. Next up, Emily Thomas. I'm a canine cross. I can't pronounce that. Expert. And retail active dog equipment such as dog harnesses, running belts, and bungee lines, plus courses in how to get started, safely ring with your dog, and keep yourself and dog injury free. You can find her on Canine Trail Time Facebook. You're still with us? You are so amazing. Thank you so much for joining us and being patient. As I mentioned, I do have something right at the end of the show, which I want to offer to you. So please go and follow all these pet businesses. Go and have a bit of a nosy, because I'm sure that they'll be able to help your pets if you have them. Next up, we've got Debbie Lucken. She's a dog behaviourist, dog trainer, author and founder of Kids Around Dogs, which is an association of qualified professionals who specialise in working with families and schools to help children and dogs live happily and safely together. Aww. And you can find them on Instagram, CAD Kids Around Dogs on Instagram, and also kidsarounddogs.co.uk. Next up, we've got Kerry, owner of Frankie's Boutique. We dare to be different with our sweary, risque pet wear. Pet accessories don't have to be all pink, cute, and boring. My brand is all about loving our pets with personality, an outrageous sense of humour, and with a splash of 0 F's given. Frankie's Boutique. She's on Frankie's Boutique _limited on Instagram and TikTok, because she's down with kids. Now, I love the fact that she's got sweary bow ties. It is amazing. I absolutely love it. You've got to go and check her out. Go and check out her Instagram. She is so, so good. And I'll definitely be following her on TikTok as well. I don't do enough TikTok, but yeah, definitely go and check her out. She's amazing. Next up, we've got Distinctive Pets on Instagram and Twitter, or X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. She sells gifts for pets and their owners, including a soon-to-be launched range of products made in Yorkshire. Ooh, distinctivepets.co.uk. Now, Distinctive Pets, isn't that amazing? She created FOMO right there. She said soon-to-be launched pet products. I'm interested. I'm in. I want to know more. Isn't that amazing? Now, that is a woman who knows how to create FOMO. Let's bring up Joe next. We breed Connemara cross performance horses with the right temperament to fit in with family life. And I'm passionate about helping people who want to breed their first full with education and support. You can find her on westendfarmstud.uk, also on Facebook and X. Next is Kate, and she runs Dotty for Paws, a directory and blog for all things dog. Here's a photo of me and my little furry sidekicks. Oh, how cute! Dottyforpaws.co.uk, and she's also on Instagram too. And we've got Mrs. P. Now, for those of you who watched Dragon's Den, you may remember that Theopathetus used to refer to his wife as Mrs. P. So this is Mrs. P. Mrs. P. No, not that Mrs. P. That's this is this Mrs. P. And she has designed a range of products that makes life easier and more fun for dogs and the people who care for them. You can find these products alongside other carefully selected products and brands at nofussphil.com, and she's on Instagram and X. Now, I love Mrs. P because she actually uses that to introduce herself to people. And again, that's branding right there, getting into conversations and saying, no, I'm not that Mrs. P. I'm Mrs. P, but not that Mrs. P. I think is hilarious. I thought it was hilarious anyway. Let's bring up the next lovely lady. She is Emma Cartledge, director and course creator of Ultra Clean Canines, leading training provider for Emni pet products. Have created a range of courses to support pet care professionals who are seeking to add the Emni pet into this pet business for dogs owners wishing to use this Emni pet at home. ultracleancanines.co.uk, also on Instagram, and she's down with kids because she's also on TikTok as well. Then we've got the fabulous Studio 44 Pilates. She teaches Pilates for runners and canine crossers for women 40 plus to help them get stronger, run without injury, and keep doing what they love. And she's also on Instagram as well. Now, please excuse my perimenopausal brain because I can't remember what the lovely lady is called. Honestly, my brain is ridiculous. But do go and follow this lovely lady because she actually does some Pilates on screen on Instagram, and you can follow with it and get healthy and fit as well. I keep meaning to do it, and I'm ashamed to say I haven't done it yet, but I do watch her. I'm a lurker, and I do watch her stuff, and it's incredible. So definitely go and follow her and check her out. I apologize in advance because I've forgotten her name. Now, who have we got next? We've got the fabulous Claire Harris, who can be found on LinkedIn. Pets are places, take people and their pets wherever they need to go. Short and sweet, to the point, like Ron Seal. I love it. Now, we've got next at Paws in Earnest on Instagram and TikTok. We are an online store which promotes mental well-being for dogs. We sell dog treats and accessories, which are a mix of brand new innovations created by us as well as brands we love. Our aim is to make dog feeding enrichment more accessible to dog owners and parents. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, and we've come to the end. Isn't that great? So, for those of you who are tuning in, I just want to say thank you. As I say, I do have a special surprise for you, which is coming up. But I just wanted to go back onto Instagram quickly and thank Dotty for Paws for joining, Strong and Mia, Doggy Warriors as well. Always lovely to see you. And if you're on LinkedIn, do add a comment and pop it up, and I can see them immediately, and I'll be able to pop them on the screen as well because I want to give support to you all, and I want to meet you all at SBS tomorrow. I really do. Now, let's go back to my FOMO promo, my FOMO hour surprise. Now, it's a surprise because it's actually for 90 minutes. Now, if you've liked what I've talked about today, giving you lots of ideas on how you can create FOMO for your business in the lead up to a launch, I can actually talk to you about your business and how you can generate FOMO, not pre-FOMO, not live FOMO, not post-FOMO, all the FOMO. And normally for the FOMO hour surprise, which is 90 minutes, it is 175. But because it is Lunar New Year, Gung Hei Fat Toy, and Chinese New Year, I thought I'd give you a special prize at the rate of £88 because 88 is a very lucky number in Chinese culture. You can find me on FOMO Creator on Instagram. You can also find me on Making Tea on Twitter. I'm on LinkedIn as well. Not on TikTok. I am on TikTok a little bit, but not too much. Also making tea. So if any of that resonated with you, if you want to find out more, if you want me to help you to learn how you can create FOMO for your business, then do slide into my DMs and let's talk FOMO. Then Paul says, FOMO right there. We love surprises. Which is amazing. I just want to thank you all for joining me here today. This is a longer show than normal because we had some incredible people that part of the pet business community. We've got a fabulous Paul, fabulous Guy as well who tuned in live, and I cannot wait to give you all a big hug if you're a hugger tomorrow, and give utter FOMO for those people who weren't there. But hopefully you learned a little bit from how important it is to create buzz and excitement and pre-FOMO in the lead up to an event. If you don't run events, that's okay. I've taught programs on product-based businesses, service-based businesses, conferences as well. I've been doing this FOMO lark since 2009 in 2 different countries, actually. So I know a little bit about FOMO. But anyway, this isn't about me. This is all about you. I cannot wait to see you all at SBS tomorrow. Do come and say hello. I will be wearing a sparkly black hat, a beret, and a FOMO creator hoodie as well tomorrow. But you'll probably hear my laugh before you hear me because I'm really short, 5'3". As well. But thank you so much for joining, everybody. Really looking forward to seeing you all. And it leaves me to show up the credits. I dedicated last week's episode to my 15-year-old cat, one-eyed cat, Twinkle. Unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to her just after Christmas. It's still raw. I still get a little teary, but I've decided to leave her in the credits because I know she's with me in spirit. But she used to pop up in the FOMO Creator Show from time to time, and so that will explain the rolling credits, which are going to come up right now. I'll see you next week, folks.